EMS story time. So we've all seen the crazy popular series Jackass, right? You've got Johnny Knoxville, Steve-O, so on and so forth, doing crazy stunts in front of a camera. Now this helped give rise to what we in the field of EMS like to call homemade stuntmen. They do these stunts in the hopes they're going to become rich and famous, but most of the time they just end up with an ER bill and a crazy story to tell. Like this one, we get called to a 27-year-old male. He's out back of his house. He is bleeding profusely from the face. We find our way to the home. We wander around back. We find 4 men huddled around a handy cam looking at video footage while one man is holding his face and there's blood dripping everywhere. Now we make our way over to the guy that's bleeding, ask him what happened. He's like, dude, it was dope. And for all the non-millennials, that means it was pretty awesome. My partner comes over and starts cleaning up the blood and taking a look at him. And he's like, dude, you're missing like 6 teeth. That's when one of the other guys, I like to call him Pepe Le Pew, because he smelled as if bathing was never an option for him. And his deodorant was made out of the smell that comes from a cat litter box. Hands my partner a bag of teeth and goes, I think we found all of them. Now this is the point in the story that I would come up with something funny to say or quippy, but I'm just going to tell you the honest truth. He asked if I wanted to watch the video so that way I could get mechanism of injury. Of course I was like, yeah. They play the video and they do the whole Jackass intro. Hi, my name's such and such. We'll call him Dave. My name's Dave and this is Backyard Jackass. He then pulled back a stained fitted sheet to reveal a feat of engineering that would make every redneck go, I like that. They had built a trebuchet. If you don't know what a trebuchet is, it's a little thing that goes like this. You put weight on this end, it flings this end forward. The weight was a bowling ball. There was a guy up on a ladder holding it above his head. That way when he dropped it, whatever was on the other side would sling around and hit the guy who is bent over. Pantsless. And smiling. It was by far the most it pushed the lotion on the skin or it gets the hose again thing I've seen in my life. As the man drops the bowling ball, it whips the object around. The speed of the object whipping around was quoted to be fast as fuck, boy, by one of the young men watching. The young man that was bent over pantsless is still looking back, smiling, watching the object coming mock fuck you right at his face. That's when the object became clear. It was a silicone 12-inch replica of male genitalia. What these boys had not accounted for is once you take silicone, you put it under extreme pressure or G-force, it will expand and get longer. And they didn't account for the fact that once it makes contact somewhere downstream, the front stream shit whips itself forward. It hit his ass with a smack that would have made Carmen Electra go, ooh, daddy. Problem was, it wasn't toward the end, it was toward the back, and it shit whipped the front, the head of the phallus, into his mouth. 3 inches of it disappeared down his throat, and when it whipped back out, when it returned to normal shape, it brought 6 teeth with him. We rode him into the hospital, and instead of getting the teeth replaced, he decided that he was just going to leave them out because he looked more manly. So needless to say, other than not being able to chew steak with the front of his mouth for the rest of his life, he has an awesome story to tell.